in southern Canada, and it was August, but very cold. I'd been staying on this Cree Indian reservation for a few days, just sort of waiting around. And one day, some anthropologists showed up at the reservation. They came in a little plane with maple leaves painted on its wings. They said they were there to make a documentary of the Cree Indians. So they set up their video equipment in a tin Quonset hut near the Hudson Bay Company. And they invited the oldest guy on the reservation to come and sing some songs for their documentary. On the day of the taping, the old guy arrived. He was blind and wearing a red plaid shirt. They turned on some lights, and he started to sing. But he kept starting over and just sort of sweating. And pretty soon it was clear that he didn't know any of these songs. He just kept starting over and sweating. The only words he really seemed to know were, hey-ah, hey-ah, hey, hey-ah, hey, hey-ah, hey, hey-ah. was asked by the FBI to come in and answer a few questions. He said it wasn't like an interrogation room at all. There were no bright lights. But he said they had it set up so that there was an agent on his right and an agent on his left, and that they kept alternating questions so that he had to keep turning his head in order to answer them. And he said, after a few hours of doing this, that no matter what question they asked or what answer he gave, the answer always looked like no, no, no. She said, it looks. Don't you think it looks a lot like rain?
She said, isn't it just, isn't it just like a woman?
She said, it's hard. It's just hard. It's just kind of hard to say.
He said, isn't it just like a woman?
She said, it goes. That's the way it goes. It goes that way.
He said, isn't it just like a woman?
She said, it takes one. It takes one, too. It takes one to know one.
Isn't it? He said, isn't it just like a woman?
She said it. She said it to know. She said it to no one. Isn't it? Isn't it just like a woman?
Beispiele paranormale Tonbandstimmen. Was sind paranormale Tonbandstimmen? Es sind Stimmen unbekannter Herkunft. Es sind paranormale Stimmen.
Ihren Klang. Ich verstehe die Sprachen. Ich verstehe die Sprachen nicht. Ich höre nur Ihren Klang. Was ist das Prinzip? Das Prinzip ist folgendes. Klang besteht aus Wellen. Wenn die Wellen sich zu formen beginnen, hören wir das als Klang. Wenn der Klang aufhört, bewegen sich die Wellen immer noch. Sie sind nicht mehr hörbar, Sie bewegen sich langsamer, immer langsamer. Dies ist ein ganz normaler Raum. Niemand hat ihn seit 1955 betreten, aber er ist immer noch voller langsam sich bewegender Wellen, die Stimmen und Klänge längst verflossener Jahre darstellen. Mit starken Stereomikrofonen war es uns möglich, diese Klänge aufzunehmen und sie in hörbare Sätze umzuwandeln. Beispiel Nummer 1. Beispiel Nummer 2. Beispiel Nummer 3.
said, I'm afraid this is no stiff neck. I'm afraid we're going to have to operate right away. And I couldn't believe it, so I went to a few specialists, and they all said the same thing. You know, I'm afraid we're going to have to operate immediately. So I decided to have the operation, and right before it, the doctor said, oh, by the way, what kind of insurance do you have? And I said, well, I don't have any insurance. And he said, well, you know, maybe we can wait on this. And at this point, I was convinced that I really needed to have the operation, so I went to one last guy, and the first thing I said when I walked into his office was, look, I have no money and no insurance. And he said, show me where it hurts. And I said, well, it kind of starts in my neck here, and then it runs down this arm and into this, into the elbow, and kind of crumples up these fingers. And then it's kind of in this other arm too. And he said, exactly what is it that you do? Hi. What's going on? Yeah, I know you're asleep. So why don't you come down? Yeah, I know it's noisy here. A lot of people. It's kind of a party. Why don't you come down? It'll be a lot of fun. Yeah, I know you're asleep. Listen, just put your coat on and call a taxi and come down here. No, he's not here. Well, maybe he's here, maybe he's not here. What's the difference? Listen, just put your shoes on and call a cab and come down. Yeah, I know, it's really expensive. But what's a few bucks? You know, it's for a worthy cause. sweaters. I no longer love the way you hold your pants. And then sills. I no longer love it. I came home today, and you had rearranged all the furniture, and you had changed your name, and I'd never seen you wear that pink striped suit before. And then I realized I was in the wrong house. In this picture, there's a big blank piece of paper, and I'm saying, sign it. Go ahead, sign it. What have you got to lose? It's blank, and the sun's coming up, and you still haven't signed it. And I keep saying, sign it. Sign it. Why don't we just abort? Well, I'm gonna draw a picture, and I'm gonna put in an 8-lane superhighway, and I'm gonna draw you eyes in an old jalopy. And then I'm gonna draw a whole fleet of Mack trucks barreling along the highway with their guns on. And then I'm gonna draw a flat tire on the jalopy. And then I'm gonna draw the whole jalopy in X-ray to show that you've got no gas. Hey, that sounds great. That sounds really good. Just don't put my name on it, all right? Take my name off it. Okay. put you in it. Upstairs. Well, I wish they all could be California girls. Our plan is to drop a lot of odd objects onto your country from the air. And some of these objects will be useful. And some of them will just be odd. Proving that these oddities were produced by a people free enough to think of making them in the first place. The U.S. helps, not harms, developing nations by using their natural resources and raw materials. One of the reasons Chrysler has been running into such financial trouble lately is that there have been a lot of problems with the relay devices between the computers and the robot welders. When a problem develops further up the line, it takes a long time for the computers to tell the robot welders to stop. So the robot welders continue to make these welding motions, dropping molten steel directly onto the conveyor belt, building up a series of equidistant blobs. At the rate of 80 cars per hour, a typical plant is able to manufacture approximately 100 of these blobs before the computers can tell the robot welders to stop.
Say what you need. Say what you need. Say what you need. And mean what you say. Say what you mean. I mean what you say.
You know, I think we should put some mountains here. Otherwise, what are the characters going to fall off of? baby ooh. Here's a man who lives a life of danger. Everywhere he goes, he's made a stranger. Naughty stranger. Mind if I spoke? And he said, every man for himself. Every man for himself. All the fingers say big science, hallelujah. Hey professor, could you turn out the lights? Let's roll the film. Big science, hallelujah. Big science, you're me.
Check 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. Check 6, 7, 8, 9. Good evening. Welcome to Difficult Listening Hour. The spot on your dial for that evening is an impenetrable sound of difficult music. So bolt upright in that straight back chair, button that top button, and exit for some difficult music. I came home today, and I opened the door with my bare hands. And I said, hey, who tore up all my wallpaper samples? Who ate all the grapes? The ones I was saving. And this guy was sitting there. And I said, hey, Dad, what's going on here anyway? And he had this smile. And when he smiled, he had these big, white teeth, like luxury hotels on the Florida coastline. And when he closed his mouth, it looked like a big scar. And I said to myself, holy smokes. Looks like some kind of guest-host relationship to me. And I said, hey, Hal, what's going on here anyway? Who are you? And he said, now, I'm the soul doctor. And you know, language is a virus from outer space. And hearing your name is better than seeing your face.
I saw this guy in the train, and he seemed to have gotten stuck in one of those abstract trances. And he was going, and Geraldine said, you know, I think he's in some kind of pain. I think it's a pain cry. And I said, if that's a pain cry, then language is a virus. Language is a virus. Language is a virus. The other day, I was feeling washed up, and I said to myself, I know what I'm going to do. I'm going to take myself out. So I went to the park and I sat down and I said, boy, is this ever fun? I'm really having fun now. I'm having the time of my life now. And then this little dog ran up. And this dog had ears like a drop table. And I said, boy, is this fun. Language is a virus. Language is a virus. I wanted you, and I was looking for you, but I couldn't find you. And you said, babe, are you talking to me? Or are you just practicing for one of those performances of yours? You know, I don't believe there's such a thing as a Japanese language. I mean, they don't even know how to write. They just draw pictures of these little characters. And when they talk, they just make sounds that more or less sync up with their lips. That's what I think. Well, I walked uptown, I saw a sign that said today's lecture, big science and little men. So I walked in, there are all these salesmen there, and a big pile of electronics, and they were singing phase lock loop, neurological bonding, video disc. They were saying, we're gonna link you up. They were saying, we're gonna phase you in. They said, let's look at it this way. Picture a Christmas tree with lots of little sparkly lights, and each light is totally separate, but they're all sort of hanging off the same wire. Get the picture? And I said, count me out. And they said, we've got your number. And I said, count me out. You gotta count me out. chutes didn't open and a lot of troops were lost this way. During the invasion of Finland, hundreds of troops were dropped during the middle of winter. As usual, some of the chutes didn't open, and the troops fell straight down into the deep snow, drilling holes 15 feet deep. The Finnish farmers would then get out their shotguns, walk out into their fields, find the holes, and fire down them. During the 1979 drought in the Midwest, American farmers began to rent their property to the United States government as sites for missile silos. They were told some of these silos contain Minutemen and some do not. Some are designed to look like ordinary corn and grain silos. The military called these the decoy silos, but the farmers call them the scarecrows. The government also hinted that these silos might be connected by hundreds of miles of railroad in an underground shuttle system. This is the breadbasket. These are the crops. The shop heard around the world. The farmers, the Minutemen, the farmers, the ones who were there. Breadbasket. Melting pot. Melt down. Shutdown. One, two, three, four. 4, 3, 2, 1, rock the cradle. And rule the world. 1, 2, 3, 4. Stop the press. Beat the clock. Rock the cradle. Rock the cradle, rule the world. 1, 2, 3, 4.
Stop the press. Rock the cradle. Leave the world. When Bucky Fuller came to Canada, he kept asking the same question. Have you ever really considered how much your buildings actually weigh? The Canadians took this very seriously. Hey, we never thought of that. He showed them plans for domed cities, portable cities, portable towns, cities that could be moved to in a minute, cities with no basements, no foundations. He said, think of it as camping out. He said, think of it as one big tent. He said, think of it as the big top, spinning, lightweight, flyway. The big top, spinning, portable cities and portable towns. He said, think of it as the big top. Play a medley of my hits. Oh, Superman. Oh, George. Oh, Mom and Dad. Mom and Dad. Oh, Superman. Oh, George. Oh, Mom and Dad. Mom and Dad. Hi. I'm not home right now. But if you want to leave a message, just start talking at the sound of the tone. Hello? This is your mother. Are you there? Are you coming home? Hello? Is anybody there? Well, you don't know me, but I know you. And I've got a message to give to you. Here come the flames, so you better get ready, ready to go. Well, you can come as you are, but pay as you go. Pay as you go. And the voice said, and I said, okay, who is this really? And the voice said, this is the hand that takes. This is the hand that takes. This is the hand that takes. Here come the planes. They're American planes, made in America. Smoking or non-smoking? neither snow nor rain, no gloom of night shall stay these couriers from the swift completion of their appointed round. Cause when love is gone, there's always justice. And when justice is gone, there's always force. And when force is gone, there's always mom. Hi, mom. So hold me, mom, in your long arms. So hold me, mom, in your long arms. In your automatic arms, your electronic arms, in your arms. So hold me, mom, in your arms. Your metrochemical arms, your military arms, your arms, in your electronic arms.